What's going on, Juco?
Yo, what's going on, fellas? What's going on? And ladies as well. That's coming in. What's going on? We here. What's up, people? How's everybody doing this lovely evening? I'm getting things straight right now, so don't mind me. We're gonna have a nice little live tonight. We're gonna get to the topic at hand. And we're just gonna get at it. So, what we're gonna break down on what's been going on, peace. Well, we're gonna be breaking down what's going on for the last week, and we've been seeing that video. I actually made a live video about it as well. not a live video about it as well, and that's Joe Smith. Anybody remember Joe Smith? What's good? What's good? What's going on? Anyone remember Joe Smith? Do anyone remember Joe Smith? The number one draft pick. He was the number one draft pick in 1995. He was actually a legit player. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, sir. He was actually a legit player, very legit at that. Played about 16 years in the league. And he's going through drama, just like most men and women that's going through a little drama and everything. But this is but unlike most men and women, he's going through drama and getting embarrassed in front of the world. And I don't even want to imagine how that will feel. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about their interviews. We're going to talk about his wife. We got to remember, we're not talking about a young couple, a young married couple. We're talking about, I think, what's his name? Joe Smith. I think he's like, let's see, Joe Smith maybe. Let me see, and that's why pros can't pick. Oh, yeah, a lot of them can't, but it's been several. It's been some that can. But Joe Smith is like 48 years old. I hope you guys hear me good. I don't know what just happened right there. Let me take this off. As a matter of fact, let me take that off. Joe Smith, can you guys still hear me good? That's what I should have checked the mic as well. It's been going well, but hope you guys can hear me good. Give a thumbs up if you can hear me good or whatever, how you want to say it. So anyway, we're not talking about a young couple. This is a couple that's, I think the woman is 51, 52 years old. And Joe Smith is like 47, 48. So we talking about almost 50-year-old and 50-plus-year-olds. We're not talking about teenagers. Thank you. We're not talking about teenagers, guys. We're talking about the stuff that we believe that young 20-something-year-olds should go through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. And I just it's going to be fair use. I want to just let you guys listen to this woman and I don't want to blame all women for this lady. Things that I did in the past, I don't want to do that. And I really didn't. I always try to make it clear it's mainly the liberal woman that's really masculine. And when I say liberal, that don't mean she vote Democrat or vote Republican, whatever. She just liberal. She just do what she feel, do how she want, and no one can stop her. And in this country, that's what it is. Liberal women know they can do many different things that no one else can do. Not a conservative woman, not a woman that's that's actually pleasant, that's actually feminine. Those type of women know, they understand that they're not the only ones in the room, to say the least. So I want to make this clear. The woman, what she says on these interviews, that says a lot about her and about how that our generation, because she is, our generation in 40s and 50s, that's our generation. This is why a lot of our young women in their 20s and 30s are, the way they are. You know what I'm saying? And, what we can do about it. This is just letting you guys know what's going on in this world. No matter what they say, no matter what they tell you, no matter how the beginning was and towards the end, all you got to do is watch what they do and watch actually what they say. It's real simple. They don't put enough donuts in these bags anymore. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Anyway, you starting to sound like one of them damn people that was messing up your life, saying silly stuff like that. Well, anyway, we about to go at it. It's the first interview. It's with a morning show out in Atlanta. Tim, that's probably where you at. I think you over there in Georgia. I don't want to say your business, but I think that's where you at. So before I even share it, let me make sure I get there. Hold on just 1 second, fellas. Out there. So we're going to look at this. We're going to look at this conversation. I'm going to, I'm going to say what I'm going to say what I say. But I just want to let you guys understand and know that we're not going to listen to all these, the whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's 19 minutes and it's actually a lot of, entertainment into what she's talking about on this morning show in Atlanta. But this is fair use. I want to put that in as well before we start looking at it. And let's go for it. Let's go for it. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. This is his wife right here, his 304 wife. And they're discussing their relationship. This woman been on a bunch of interviews. She getting that money, is what she's going to tell you as well. She's going to make that clear many times. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it.
Morning Hustle with L'Oreal and myself, Kyle Santoya. You know our door is always open for guests. And today, man, this guest we have today has been setting the internet on fire the last week or so.
Steve, you crazy.
I was going to introduce you as Keisha Chavis, but you said you like to be referred to as
Kiss.
Okay.
Everybody is calling me Keisha like they know me. I find it very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So
stop it.
So
get it right. Kiss. KYSS.
Oh, I'm spelling it wrong too.
KYSS.
Okay, all right. Let's not get that twisted.
All right, so we got you.
Now,
so,
is that the name on your only? OnlyFans account?
No, that's Yasmin Davis.
Okay, because that's a different now. I'm just making sure because we got to make sure we get this correct.
That's right.
Off the bat.
So for the people that are not sure, you're just tuning in, Kiss is here, but she's been going viral this week because you went on Instagram and social media and you and your husband, Joe Smith, were having a disagreement about the fact that he had just found out.
Former NBA player,
correct, Joe Smith. He had just found out that you had an OnlyFans and he was very upset and you put it on social media.
Yes.
I guess the first question is, why would you put that conversation on social media?
Because I'm petty.
Oh, so that was like a get back.
Yeah. So
you hear that, guys? Just want you to hear that. I just want to make sure when we say, being as though I don't care who you date. I just hope a lot of you brothers know that you need to stay happy as much as you possibly can, and the only way you're gonna stay happy is with yourself, but especially with a good feminine woman. But for you guys that say, "Oh, I need me an older woman," nowadays, even versus a lot of men, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of immaturity today, a whole lot. It just doesn't matter because this woman, as you guys are hearing, she sounds like a kid. She sounds like a young woman that's in her whore phase, and this woman's a grandmother. Let's keep it going.
Why? Like, what did he do?
Because so he just entertains people that I'm not in agreement with.
Like cheating?
I won't say it cheating because he's not really able to be with them, but it's a lot of conversation that I feel, the time you take away from being intimate and conversating and talking with me, that's cheating. So, internet conversations, texting, talking on the phone. It's just we don't have that. We're not, it's just too much. Bottom line, I feel like they get more conversation and attention than I did. So
your get back was to make the OnlyFans account, or you already
no,
had that?
I already had that. He just didn't know. my get back was putting it online.
Wait, but why
Oh
didn't
my
you tell him
God.
about it? You didn't think somebody was gonna eventually?
No, because I've had it for over like a year, you know. I just really wasn't active on it too often. Like I'll put a little picture here and there, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? For Yasmin, you know, just to keep her a little alive, whatever.
Mhm.
But
I love all these different people.
These different names.
because I'm a lot of different people. I'm a
Right.
little, you know.
Do you hear that? She has different names for herself. And the woman to the left just said, "You have a lot of different names, characters." And she said, "Because I'm a lot of different people." Guys, who that sound like more? Like either a 20-something-year-old woman or a 50-something-year-old woman? You let me know in the comments who that sound like more. She's y'all messing with a lot of mentally ill people, and that goes for women and men. And just because their sex is good, or they might look good, or they might cook a good ham sandwich, a ham on Thanksgiving, you guys suffer the cost because you believe a person that's going to stress you out is worth it. Some of you, not all of you. But let's keep it going.
I know you a little toxic because you walked in here and said Grand Rising.
Why I gotta be toxic though? That's not
I
toxic.
think it's a very positive affirmation. I
No,
don't really
really,
get
Yeah, I agree with that woman. She said every time somebody walk around somebody grand rising, they're usually toxic. Guys, I know we got some pro-blacks in here. We got, and you should be. We got some real, like, kings and queens in here, but y'all know damn well a lot of the women and a lot of dudes be like grand rising. Some of them be like, they toxic as all hell. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. But motherfuckers, I've been saying that for years. I remember OG told me that too. Watch the women that be saying that grand rising out of the blue and all the time. When you say good morning, they say grand rising. Like, watch them. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke, but it's not really funny. All right.
no,
People think it's
because
toxic.
I feel like this every day we get up and we rise, but we're not mourning anyone's death. If I don't want to mourn my
Real
day.
talk.
I don't want to feel bad about the day that I'm walking into.
Yeah.
And this life can often make you feel like that. So why start the day greeting someone with a good morning? Ain't nothing good about morning.
Especially when you're making a lot of guys rise.
Hey, pew, pew,
So
pew.
You hear this woman? She must got daughters that's in their 20s because she sound like them. Like she get all her information from her daughters. I think she did say she got an older daughter too. Talking about pew, pew, pew. Okay, it's nothing about good morning, but it's grand rising. I've been, like, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. We've been pro-black since the beginning of time in places like Newark, New York, Philly, like, Chicago. I've been here with Grand Rising for years and what good morning means and this and that third. But I don't want to. That's going to be another topic. That's going to be another topic. But this woman is. I don't get what was Joe Smith thinking. Let's keep it going. I'm sorry for cutting on.
have other businesses other than because OnlyFans is considered a business.
Yeah, that's a business.
Yeah, so
it's
you
a
have-
revenue stream.
Right.
I have Cocktail Hour with Kiss, which is a bartending service. I have Major Movers and Cleaning, which is a moving and cleaning service. I have Puppy Friend Social Club, which I launched right prior to COVID. We had like a big launch here in Atlanta. I was on the news and everything.
Okay.
You're on the news now too.
Yeah. Right.
The news now too.
So yeah.
Is that how y'all met?
I don't think that
No.
woman.
Okay,
like
so I
her.
met Joe when I came back from Germany. I was performing. I'm a singer by my first and foremost is I'm an artist. I
What's her
write.
name?
She's
Her
a
name is
singer,
Kiss
guys.
Major.
Okay. They got
alright.
the major at the end.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got Kiss
all
Major.
right.
You know, Miss Major. She, Yasmin left. Okay, let's feel like this. Yasmin left New York in 2006 to go to Germany
Okay.
because she was tired of popping that coochie, and so she said, "We're gonna become Kiss Major."
Okay.
And Kiss.
You heard what she said. You see how, hey guys, just imagine, because there's a lot of older guys that's watching this right now too, about my age. You remember like 15, 20 years ago, when women, even on radio, would not say, and it'd be like little Kim type women, still wouldn't say popping that coochie and this and that and third, especially if they had even the nasty rappers had these little decency. But this is a 51-year-old woman. I'm going to keep on reminding people that. She said, pop that coochie. She got tired of popping that coochie. You wouldn't understand why she say that throughout the interview.
It's Major said, well, bitch, we don't sing, we don't eat. And that's what it was. I opened for Boys to Men, I opened for Drew Hill. I had a tour overseas.
Right.
Like I was popping, but I felt lost in translation. I felt homesick, and I was like, all this basketball wife shit going on over there. I'm about to go home and find me a book. And so,
yo, these women be lurking for these basketball guys. And just like you said, Steve, they don't know how to pick these hoes. They don't. They don't. And a lot of them that don't is usually were raised by a lot of women and was raised by a lot of dudes that's fake players that never told their son, even these women, but especially these dudes that was actually in their son's life. They never told their sons who to look out with, who to understand, what to understand, what you got to lose, and it didn't have to do with a stern voice, but just letting them know, hey, son, this is me. I went through this with this woman. When you got this, when you got a little money, these women know that. You got to look out for certain things. I honestly believe a lot of these cats don't tell their son. Nope. No, never mind the women, because most of these women in the sisterhood, they're not going to even tell their son what they need to know. You know what I mean? I grew up with my grandmother. She old school player. She told me what I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Versus women. That's why I really never got myself into some crazy shit with women. You know what I'm saying? That some of my friends or family members have that didn't have that knowledge like sooner than they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And when you know your son is like gifted in like, I don't give a damn, in like fixing cars or whatever, basketball, you really have to understand, even he don't have to be gifted in nothing. You got to tell your son about life. If you know you've been through shit, if you ain't telling your son nothing, and especially in this society, then you are terrible. You are a terrible parent. That's just me.
I came home and I met Joe. Like I manifested him, and it wasn't even like
she manifested him.
You know,
these women crazy.
He was just some tall athlete guy, and I was like, I know he definitely plays ball when I met him. But the whole thing with that night was I was gonna meet my husband, and I said he's gonna be tall, he's gonna be a baller, he gonna love my dirty drawers, and we just ride together, you know. And
hood
that
rat.
night I met him, and that's what it was. I literally broke up with my boyfriend in Germany and said, pack my boxes and send them to America.
Wow. And he sent them?
He sure did.
So when you met Joe,
and the whole thing, and he kept taking care of me while I was with Joe. Like when we needed help,
there's a lot of sense in
this
society.
There hoping that I'd probably come
in
back.
the wrong business. You need to be teaching the game.
Right.
But I'm saying I am giving lessons. There's counseling available, and you can get.
See, you heard what she said, guys. She's teaching the game. She's giving lessons, and this woman said, "You need to be teaching the game. What game, guys? Tell me in the chat what game is she talking about? You tell me. I know, but you tell me what you think. What type of game she's talking about? Tell me in the chat, please.
My manager.
Actually, I do have a business where we give the game.
We're starting now giving the game.
She has a
people
business
ask
too.
me for consultations, like how do you start businesses overseas? How do you do this? So if you want to know that too, honey, girl, I got you. How to keep your man away from a bitch like me?
How to manifest the basketball husband.
Right.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Well, let me ask you this, because you mentioned that you left Yasmin in New York, right?
Yes.
And then you came back after being in Germany, and then you met Joe. And then part of in your argument with Joe was, well, you knew who you was when you met me. Were you
Right.
referring to
Mm.
Yasmin?
I was referring to Yasmin because he knew who Yasmin was before I told him who Yasmin
And
was.
for the people that don't know, explain who Yasmin was.
Yasmin Penn Davis is an adult video star from the late 80s, or 89 is when I started my career.
Mhm.
And so 89 to 2006 is when I did my career, my
So,
Yasmin Davis thing.
so you hear what she's saying. She says that she's a porn star. Her name was Yasmin Pelvit, some shit from that late 80s to the late 80s to 2006. In the late 80s, if I'm 8 years old, guys. Oh, she said 88. I'm like 7, 8 years old. Jamal Smith, maybe 11 years old, 12 at that particular time. This woman been doing porn from 1988 to 2006. Any man that been with a woman like this, and I kind of respect this woman because I think she was very honest with him. But these women know who to be honest with. When she dealing with a dude that know what the bullshit is coming from, these women aren't honest. But when she dealing with a Mark, she knows she can be honest as much as he possibly can, and more than likely he's still gonna be there. This woman been a porn star. How many years is that? From 1988 to 2006. And then she became a singer. Oh my Lord. Let's keep it going.
And she only has 52 titles, honey. She's not loose, okay?
Straight
That's
sword.
a long.
So you know that was
That's
my
a
next
lot of years.
question. Because that was my
She just said she's not loose. She's speaking of herself as a third party. That's that bull crap. Look, she asked her for a drink,
My
so
next
she need to get
question
drunk. See how she put her hand like there like that. Let's keep it
body
going.
count seems to be the
No, my
topic.
body count is very low.
Do you
Sorry.
count- did you
I
count?
She said her body count is very low. I want you guys to hear her illogical opinion about herself because again she says she's different people. I just want y'all to remember that. Let's keep it going.
I don't consider, okay, my
Mentally
personal,
ill.
I just talked to Joe about that about a little while ago
For
when we were
real.
arguing. I was like, my personal body count is low. I don't consider work. It don't matter.
Oh, work
That's not
bodies
the
don't
same
count.
thing.
The
Work
52
bodies don't
titles
count.
don't count.
No.
So
She said work bodies don't count. Look how he looking at her. He looking down and looking at her. She's in the sisterhood a little bit. So she's trying to change trying to change the subject, but she's trying to frame it differently for her. She said her porn body counts don't count. When you see these 20s and 30-year-old women coming around talking about my body count shouldn't count to you, or well, this is what I was doing back in the day, or this is what I was doing a few months ago, or whatever. This don't have nothing to do with you. This is who they get it from. They get it from grandma. This grandma right here, guys. 51, 52-year-old. She's a grandma. They get it for grandmas. She said her body count don't count. Let's keep it going.
you count the other
What y'all think about
bodies,
that?
and then you count the two. It's two different bodies for one for Kiss.
No.
And the other one for you.
Keisha, me, the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like her body count is low.
Okay, but the
What the
porn star-
But the porn star, you know,
She's
her
outside.
thing. Yeah, she outside.
Okay.
Only problem with that is you're two different names but the same body.
It
Yeah,
don't matter. It's two different
exactly.
Personas.
Mm, okay.
She said it don't matter. Guys, if y'all messing with a chick like this for fun, I get it. I super duper get it. You messing with a woman like that for fun. Yeah, you know, you want to give a little money. All right, now it's time for you to get your ass out of here. I get that. But taking any type of woman like this that says her body, just because she's 2-3 different people, but the brother said, you might be 2 or 3 different people, but it's the same body. And she said, that doesn't matter. This is what you're dealing with. This is what you're dealing with. If you don't vet, and again, even these old heads is what she is, she will let you know. All you got to do is let her talk. That's all. Let's keep it going.
So you cannot like that whole industry is a big mental thing,
Share the video,
and
guys.
you have to separate
like and
yourself
subscribe
from that. And so right now the lines are blurred for me. It's kind of fucked up, but
But
it's
like,
all good.
but how does it feel?
now.
'Cause I think we
She's trying to
start
be a
getting
victim.
emotional
She
about
was
it,
just
right?
about to cry.
So how does it really make you feel? Are you upset that the backlash you're getting, or because you seem pretty like free and you don't mind what people
Liberal,
see,
free,
so you mind what people
free.
say?
Do
I've
whatever.
honestly never given a, about what anyone says or thought. I would never have done that in the first place. I do feel bad about how it's affected my relationship. Um I'm not mad about the pocket, but
Because you're getting more money,
right,
more
I'm getting
attention.
more money and there's more opportunity. Like Cocktail Hour with Kiss has like mad people wanting to book parties now. I need bartenders. I need pretty ladies out there. Please hit us up because I'm not going.
You're funny.
The moving company people been calling like, oh, we're having a move on this day. Can we, and I'm not. Joe works for the company, so he's not gonna be doing that. I need movers. It's just different now.
So you and Joe are y'all still together? Are y'all speaking? Are you? Because you said you just spoke to him not too long ago.
No, this was before.
Okay.
Like this is not. I said a little while ago. We had this conversation about my
Your
body
body
count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I was just saying that there's 2 different people and it's not the
Right.
But okay, but no, we're not speaking right now. I want to, but
You want to?
yeah,
He's ignoring it.
I think he just needs a minute. It's a lot.
He's embarrassed.
I mean, yeah, I guess
You understand that though, right?
I do.
That woman don't care. It's all about money with her, and that's okay. That woman should not be married to any man that has any type of decency. I want you guys to see that it was a little bit more of what she was saying, but that was the actual entertainment of it. I want you guys to hear Joe's side. He actually got interviewed by the same podcast. That's all right. That's all right. He actually by the same podcast. I want you guys to listen to his version of things. Real quick, let me put that up here for you guys. Hold on 1 second. And I'm gonna tell you guys, he is a it's I don't want to call it like because I don't want to like shoot a man while he's down, hit a man, whatever how that terminology is, because I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand though. When you're a certain age, you got to have a certain mindset and not, deal with the bull crap, because life is very short, and especially when you're a black man, it's just short. Like this is why you have to be at peace with mostly everything, because nothing's going to be perfect, but you got mostly everything you have to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? So let me just let you hear this brother have a conversation with the same people. He had it like a day after her. It's a little weird.
Here to talk
But let's
about
get it
what's
going.
happening, man. Joe Smith is here with us. Former NBA great Joe Smith here, man. We appreciate you stopping by, yo.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me. Appreciate it.
Let's get right
Ooh,
to it, man.
Child,
Right.
it's crazy out here, ain't it?
Everybody is watching what's going on the internet between you and your wife, Keisha Chavis.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And for those that are, just catching up, she went on social media posting a video about you being upset about finding out that she had an OnlyFans page.
Right.
She said, she took matters to where she had to take it because y'all needed money,
Mhm.
basically.
Joe Smith looked older than 47. He looked like he's not aging well at all. When you keep the wrong people in your life, man, it make you age bad. Some real shit. You keep the wrong people in your life, it makes you age bad. Let's keep it going.
What's your response?
I mean,
That's not what she said.
She did say that.
That is not what she said.
She said
What did she
that all
say?
of this started from they had financial issues, and that's why she was doing all of this. You know what I'm saying, with the OnlyFans and some
She
of the other
said
businesses.
he was talking to other women.
Well, she said that's
That's
why
why
she
she
went.
started the page.
She said, "Well, here's how I interpret it."
Okay, yeah, let's see, because now we about to
I'm
know.
like,
we'll get to
yeah,
that
yeah.
from you, right?
I'm like, look, we arguing
Right.
about it.
Right.
Look.
All right, she did say you were talking to other women. When I asked her about why would she put you on the internet in that conversation, she
Right.
said she was being petty. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So
Right.
what's your take on the whole thing? We'll just start from there.
I mean, the situation really.
And she didn't say she cheated on, like he was cheating on her. She was just talking to women that she didn't like a child, like a 20-something-year-old woman would do. Telling you guys that some of you guys be getting on me because I date. If she's older than 30, if a woman I'm dealing with is older than 35, I don't want her. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? So like, but it's no difference. Like real talk, it's no freaking difference. I've dated older women and I've dated younger women. It's really no difference in this society. It will be a difference if she was raised properly. But let's be honest, a lot of us wasn't raised properly. So that's why it's no different from the age of an older woman or a younger woman, especially nowadays. Let's keep it going.
Threw me for a loop because she knows how easy and how laid back I am and how easy I am to come talk to. So
He said she knows how easy and how laid back he is. That's the problem. When you're dealing with women like that and you easy like that, that's the problem. And she also said his first wife took everything from him because he's easy and laid back. I don't know how true that is, but that's what she said. And I kind of believe that because of how this conversation went and how he seemed to be with a old woman that's still a 304, and she's been in a porn business for almost 2 decades. Are you kidding me? I thought the average porn star usually lasts for about 5 or 6 years. The average porn star. Am I right or wrong? You know, she lasted from 1988 to 2006. That's a long goddamn time. Let's keep it going.
See myself on camera,
Right.
you know. So, and I'm a real.
He got turned
guy.
out.
Like I'm a very private guy. Played 16 years in the NBA, and privacy is like a major thing for me.
Mhm.
So that's why I kind of erupted, and you know, and started saying some of the things I said. The OnlyFans page, like, it really didn't. It's really not the fact that she has the page. You know, with me is the fact that I'm one of the last people to know.
Yeah.
She says you won't answer her calls and stuff. Like she's been trying to reach out to you.
So what he's saying, she could still be a 304, but goddamn, why I gotta be the last one to know? Woo! These women know who these liberal women, they know these women that most of you guys that's watching know. Most of the women that you know are liberal and they do all these type of tactics. You know, they don't have real men next to them. They don't have them. They have, easygoing, laid back, living off them because it's like their son. They know they can't fuck with some guy. I don't give a fuck if he's making 100,000 or he's making 20,000 a year. They can't fuck with a guy that gonna be like, wait. Oh no. What you doing? All right, you go east, I go west. They can't. They got to All these little strong, independent ones, y'all always talk about, though they know who to F with. They know who they cannot be in relationship with and who or versus who they can be in relationship with. They know. And most of us guys, we know many women like that. I don't give a fuck if you from the suburbs, from the Midwest, I mean suburbs, the rural areas to the big city. It's many liberal women like this. Let's get it.
Since this whole blow up, and you're kind of one that's not being responsive in terms of like speaking to her.
Yeah, I really don't have too much to say right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still. Y'all just don't know how my phone's been going crazy all week long. I mean,
Yeah.
from family members, from people that had so much respect for me, but from what I did, from childhood, friends, and my phone has just been going crazy.
I agree,
and
Steve.
I keep looking, Instagram is my ding, 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 ding all day long, and I hate it. I hate it.
Do you feel like this is kind of like tarnishing your legacy?
Hell
I
yeah.
did a lot to build my image, throughout my basketball career, throughout my life. That's something my mom would always harp on, when she was alive, God rest her soul. But I did a lot to build my image and to be respected in a certain way. So, I think it, for a little bit has a effect on it. But
Right.
the people that really know me and know how I am, know who I am, they understand. They're the ones that's kind of helping me, with their words of kindness and their gratitude for what I've done for them in the past. It's kind of helping me through it, but it's tough.
For the people that don't know, bro, like you came into the league in 1995 as the #1 overall draft pick in the
Yes, sir.
NBA. You didn't just make it to the league. You were number
Number
one.
one is
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
That is crazy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
insane. So I think a lot of times people look at it and say, and I hope it doesn't sound mean to you, but people say like, damn, how do you go from being to the #1 pick in the
Mhm.
NBA draft to going through what you're going through right now?
Right.
You know what I mean? And people will look at it as, some sort of fall off. How do you categorize where you are in the space right now versus where you were?
I mean, when you back then, they was drafting guys. I was 19 years old when I got drafted.
Mhm.
No clue on how to handle money. No clue on how to deal with certain situations about life. I even took my mom to California with me my first year. I got drafted by the Warriors.
Not the Warriors, yeah.
So I took my mom with me to California my first year to kind of help guide me through that,
Right.
because
Yo, they had Chris Webber, they had Joe Smith, they had a lot of players over there with Golden State in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. They had a good, I don't know why they never won nothing. But you guys, we can talk about that at a later time. This is again, this is cycle. This is cycle what we're going through, guys. When it comes to our young men and young women being lost at a certain age, and how we value single motherhood in our community, to the point that it's a detriment to our community for over 50, 60 years. And we thinking it's cool. And a lot of our boys and our girls are mentally unstable, mentally ill because of it. It's supposed to be two parents in the household. It's supposed to be, if it's going to be if you're not going to be in the household, it's supposed to be co-parenting to the fullest. But the problem is we let the court system handle everything that's in our community. We let the money system, the court system, everything. This is why a lot of us vote the same way for the most part, because it's like we need, white zaddy, government zaddy, I should say, for everything. And it's been ruining us for decades. And you can say what you want, how you want. This is my opinion. I might be super wrong, but this is the biggest problem. And then we put it on our children. and then they put it on their children, and then their children put it on their. It's like a
You never know
cycle.
what to expect. You
A
know, so
cycle that will never
um,
stop. It's like a cycle that will never stop because we feel like, hey, well, whatever, that's their life. But no, it doesn't work that way. This is why you have to be serious about your legacy. If you're not serious about your legacy, this will happen often, often, like it has been for the last 50 plus years. Let's keep it going.
Well,
I lived and learned.
right.
Yeah.
You know, I lived and learned. I did some things that
That's true,
you know
Steve.
I definitely wouldn't do again.
Mhm.
You know, and I've had some experiences throughout my.
Yeah, because he thinks the interviewer, he thinks this is for what you said just now, Steve. Uh, he thinks because he's famous and this and that and third, everything should be great now. Because this is why our community is so on a low tonal pole, because they think money should satisfy everything. And like everything should be satisfied. We got money, you got all this money, all your everything that you've been through and your family been through, probably three to four generations of being you know being broke, being not understanding finance. You should understand it as soon as you get money, as soon as you be the number one pick. No, bro, say what it is. Say that our families are separated. We think of each other as just me. You do your thing, I do my thing. So he don't want to say that because again, our communities are run by women. When we understand that, we'll know that it's not their fault. It's our fault for allowing it to happen.
Career that were definitely learning experiences uh, that I'm able to look back on now and kind of gain some type of outlook on and understanding on why I did it at that time, what was going on in my mind at that time, and we live and we learn.
But you made millions of dollars. We've seen
This is what it's all
different
about. He made money.
basketball players like Antoine Walker, who they
Mhm.
said blew through
Yeah.
$125 million. And a big part of that was him spending money on women, right?
Yeah.
We know that.
How do she know
And
that?
I did that.
now, yeah, you did that.
Yeah, he did. Look at
And now the money isn't like it quite was. So
He's laughing. He said, "I did that." It's nothing funny. Maybe he's making it. He's being, he's trying to be humorous because it hurts. But guys, it's nothing funny about that. There's nothing funny about being lost. It's nothing funny. It's just nothing funny about it. And we still laugh. You're broke now, but it's okay. I don't know. Let's keep this
you
going,
have
man.
to work. You have to do things. She's saying that you pretty much work for her, and when she first got with you, you didn't have any money at all. Was that the case? And did she ever express to you wanting to do reality television?
Yeah, she expressed reality TV, but as far as the money part, that's not true. I've been taking care of our household for the last 9 years, 10 years.
Really?
Yes, and it's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy.
Yeah.
It hasn't been easy at all, but I've been, doing what I can.
I believe him too. Who want that old ass 2 decade doing porn ass, woman? You know what I'm saying? To say the least. I believe he was been taking care of the home and everything else. It's just that she want more money. She want the millions. That's why she's having 18 jobs and shit like that. Let's keep it going.
To take care of keep a roof over our head and make sure, we have certain things that, we can live off of. So I disagree with that.
Yeah.
And,
That's so crazy because both of y'all stories are so totally different.
Different.
That it's like I'm just a little lost. So when the camera was on you, right?
mhm.
Did you ever think like, because was she on Instagram Live or did she post that?
She posted it.
She posted it. Okay, so did
Hmm.
you ever think like, let me stop talking because she would post this, or did you think she
That's
would
why I
never
walked
do?
out the room at the end.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of it, that's why I walked out the room and didn't say anything.
No respect.
Um,
But has she posted you before? That's a private conversation.
that is a
correct?
private conversation. That's the first time she's posted any of our private conversations. That's the first time
Mm.
she ever recorded any of our private conversations. So, you know, and that's what really threw me for a loop. After the recording, I wasn't sure whether she was going to post it or not. So I walked out the room. I was still, you know, walked out the room and didn't want to say anything else that, you know, I might regret later on.
Right.
So I just walked out of the room and
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It does. Your
Hmm.
stories are so different, man.
Ooh,
Like even to the
that
whole
man.
point about her, you know, telling us how she's carrying you guys with all of the different businesses that she's had.
Off
like she
the
does
hook.
like no, she does have a lot of different businesses.
Okay.
And she is you know, very productive with those businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
But
also
so-
plans
That don't mean that the
to
businesses
progress
is
and
working
start
out.
contributing to some of the things that you guys are going through.
Definitely.
How's your mental state these days?
It's getting better.
Yeah.
I still have my moments, as you can hear.
Hey guys, this is very important for what he's saying. He's saying it's getting better. He still has his moments. Just watch this man. If anybody out there just looking at, you know, especially if you are just a man, like this don't have to do black, white, Hispanic, whatever. This is a man in society and that's defeated because first of all, they don't respect us. When you're a heterosexual man, you're not respected. Real talk. That's why you gotta earn. That's why you gotta force your respect, meaning get motherfuckers out of your life that don't respect you. But look how look how defeated I believe he is. Let's keep it going. And it's no funny matter to me because this could be anybody.
Freedom of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do you
It
feel
was
like
tough.
because a big part of that I would have to assume would be with the fact that you did go to the league, you've had such an amazing career, and now
What that got to do with his happiness? What that got to do with his mental? His mental. Any person that's got Goldilocks hair should not be taken serious. Not to say that certain things that she did say made sense, but when they talk like this, it just deteriorate everything that they said. Let's keep it going.
that you're not playing anymore, things change. Do
Mm.
you think as like the league NBA should have like some sort of program where it's like psychologists or something?
Now here
where
go
you
they
sit
trying to
down
blame
and
somebody else.
'cause
And watch what he
it's
say,
your
guys.
job to figure out what to do with your money, but your
Right.
mental state
Mhm.
kind of comes from
Oh, God,
working
these
all the
liberal
time
women.
and constantly being on the road, and then
Right.
that switching up, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that the league should be a part
Yeah, him being a
in
man.
doing something to help players?
Fuck.
I mean, I think they do a good job with it. I mean, we
Yeah,
have people that we can
good
talk
job,
to,
Joe.
You know, they have counselors and things like that we can go
Trying to make him
talk
feel like
to.
he's a victim.
But when you get home and you know you're back trying to get on that daily grind,
That's hard.
yeah, it's hard.
I can imagine.
It's
One of the
hard.
things she said was that you knew who she was when you met her, right? And then you know she told us about her backstory with the adult films
Mhm.
and
She has a lot of names.
a lot of names. on her side. Did any
Wow.
of her history? It didn't give you pause
Mental
when you
illness,
got
that
into the
lady.
relationship, like
Mhm.
you know. And was there a conversation of, okay, I know what you used to do, but we're not going back down that type of road anymore moving forward?
That was actually one of our first conversations. You know, when we met,
Listen to this, guys.
because she didn't tell me right off the bat. You know what she did after we met. After going through my career, you know, I'm one of those people that's, you know, I have to make sure I can trust you and things like that. So I went home and did a little research. You know, Googled her name. Some of that popped up with the porn stuff, and I asked her about it, and you know, we talked about it, and you know, that was one of the things that she said she would, you know, never do because it was all about the music at the point. She's a singer as well.
So that was in her past, is what
yeah,
she
that was in
explained.
her
Right.
past, correct.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
You was
playing you.
accepting.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I look, I know people, we go through things. I don't judge anybody. You know,
That's the problem.
I try to be understanding towards anybody I come in contact with or anybody I communicate with, and I hope to receive the same thing, in return.
Yeah, and then feel like the OnlyFans was kind of like a step back towards that.
Correct, correct. In my eyes, correct, and
Yeah.
that's why. I mean, I'm sitting there saying all that's supposed to be done, over with, in the past, and out the door.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm thinking. That we don't have to deal with that anymore.
So did you leave the house? Did you kick her out? Are you staying with family? Like what?
Yeah, I went back to Virginia for a little bit. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Is it over between y'all? Do you? Because that's like a lot of betrayal. And then
Mhm.
I asked her if she was if she felt like she was manipulative, and she said, yeah, like I can be.
Mhm.
uh,
That was in a laugh of agreement.
Yeah. I mean,
uh,
she said that pretty much. She called you gullible.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Woo!
See,
Am I wrong?
No, she
Like
did.
that's
And she even said putting you on camera was her being petty.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
see
Ooh,
what
now
are you
the more I see now the
moving
more.
for? And it's like not
they
even to
embarrass him
put you
more.
in the switch like that, but it's like
They
as
making
I'm
his
sitting
mental
here looking
illness
at
even
you versus
more.
her, this is crazy to me.
Mhm.
Like I almost feel bad. No, I do
Definitely.
really feel bad.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie.
You
And I'm like,
almost feel
because at
bad.
first
No,
I'm
just
like,
like
is
you
this
said,
like a
you almost feel
publicity
bad.
stunt? And like I always say how I
Fucking
think, so
gross.
that's what I was thinking. And even talking to her, I was like, this is definitely a publicity stunt. Like
And
I
a
felt
lot of
like I was
people on
being
the
punked.
internet felt that way as well.
But
Like,
sitting
Yeah.
down with you, I don't think this is a publicity stunt.
bottom line is,
I don't think it's a publicity stunt as well. I don't think this is a publicity stunt as well, because the way he looking, if you guys could look at him, like he look like he fucking pissed. And then when people be acting, and then they be surprised when a motherfucker go crazy, or then hurt himself. But they don't really care, because it's like we don't talk about how men are killing themselves, even young boys, especially in this society, because we've been taught that we need to be more feminine. We need to let the woman lead. Especially in the black community, we need all this stuff to happen. It's always your fault. You just need to man up and stuff like that. Instead of just get rid of these crazy broads that want to be masculine, let them be by themselves. But that's what they say. And then they be surprised when shit go bonkers. And I don't get it. I really don't.
as you feel, our conversation with you feels a little bit more genuine.
I'm really embarrassed about that,
Look at them, guys.
and I've been getting a lot of support
Look at them.
online, but I
'Cause you
just hate
left
being
this
out there.
Yo, this man, look at him. He's feel defeated. This woman saying that she's doing it to be petty. She don't care. This and that, third. This is a almost 50-year-old man, guys. And people tell me a father's not needed. People tell me a real mother is not needed. People tell me, hey, especially today, hey, my daughter that's in her 20s now, doing the same thing you did 20 years ago, having a baby daddy that she know ain't gonna take care of that kid. So now that kid is fucking weird in the same mentality as she was, and then you were. And relationships like this is cool. Should be put on a pedestal. The woman should be dominating over him. The woman should be, oh, I'm just petty, 50-something year old woman. I'm just petty. Sound like a 20-year-old. She's a grandma. And we supposed to, we get it. He knew she was a porn star in the past, whatever, this and that, third, before they met. And he tried to give her a chance. He tried to say, oh, it don't matter your body count, this and that, third, you sexy. Man, as though it must have been lustful, more than likely. Because again, in our community, we're not taught how to love anyway. So all this situation here, we are supposed to bow down no matter how the woman is. You're supposed to tell a brother like me, I'm supposed to bow down to a woman that thinks she can run my shit because she might be working and she probably paying some of the bill, most of the bills and stuff like that. I'm supposed to sit back and say, all right, whatever. Motherfucker, it's not in our DNA. I don't care if you a simp or a red pill ass nigga. It's not in our DNA to be sitting at home or to be being emasculated, such as this brother right here. This is not natural. And it would never be natural. This is why you got the what you call that, the suicide rate in men way up than more than ever in the last 5 years. You people crazy. If you think all this shit that we're talking about tonight is natural. Better fuck out of here. Yes, I'm going to judge. 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 And if you stupid motherfuckers don't be judging and you want to be with a woman that's going to tear your life apart, that's on you. You fake motherfucking players. No disrespect to the people that's watching. I'm talking about the people that's going to watch this. You sit here and blame everybody but that woman instead of just leaving that motherfucker alone. And again, you guys act like this is normalcy to be a beta male. This is normalcy for a grown man to be emasculated. This is normalcy for a woman to do whatever she wants. This is not normalcy. I put a woman in her place since I was 17, 18 years old. And if she didn't want to get in her place, bye-bye. Ask anybody I ever been with. Bye-bye. Give a fuck how good you thought you looked. I don't give a fuck how bad you thought you looked. I don't give a fuck how much money you thought you had. I've always been like that because my grandmother that was actually raised by a man, her father, he told her that to teach me that because my father was, no disrespect, but he was cowardly to leave or what have you. We got a better, in that particular point, but we have a better relationship right now. And I was taught by men that I felt like was real men. If it was my coach, if it was a friend of my uncles, my godfather, especially my godfather, I talked about him many times before. Real men that didn't yell at a woman. They didn't do none of that shit. They'll tell them right there. And I saw this. Oh, what's your problem? What do you mean with my problem? Wait. Don't loud talk me. If you loud talk me, get the fuck out. That's how it was. What I saw, men. You guys I see it each again. I'm not talking about the guys that's watching right now. For them, I see it each and every point. We call these girls godly sister. Oh, you doing great. You're a great single mom and this and that and third. And then we look at her child for the most part, and we be like, this kid got issues. Because, and again, when that kid grow up, he gets himself into the same type of relationship. And then now he can't raise his own kids because he didn't understand what it meant to vet women, to vet them. And now he's depressed. He don't know what to do with his life. And this, and this and that, the third, because he don't know how to pick the right woman. And then put the woman that like to have fun. The have fun bitches, excuse my language, the have fun women should be over there. They shouldn't be getting married. Who said a woman that is a have fun woman should be getting married? Why are you marrying have fun women? And then surprised by how they're running their lives and how they've been for decades or for years. You better start manning up because these women gonna do what you do. They're gonna do what they want to do as long as you let them do it. And a woman that want to do what she want to do, you tell her ass to go east and you go fucking west. This is why I feel like most men that I meet, especially my age range, are fake players. Yeah, I ain't talking about you a player because you're sleeping with 80 women. No. A player to me is a man that understands his happiness. Understand no woman is not going to fuck that happiness up. And no woman is not going to put me in a situation that I might have been in when I was in my early 20s. Hell to the no. That's a real player. Because anybody can fuck 30, 50, 60 women in this society. You won't need to do much. All that bullshit you be hearing about, oh, you gotta take me. If you take me to Cheesecake Factory, these hoes don't give a fuck. That's for show. That's for social media. Most women I've been with, I ain't never took them to I probably took a woman to a fancy restaurant probably once in my entire fucking life, and I've been with many. Once in my entire fucking life. Them motherfuckers be happy to go to McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is the real game. This is the real player, knowing your happiness. Because men, our natural abilities is not to be in chaotic relationships because we're supposed to be the calm before the storm. And when it's already storming and we can't handle that weather, we don't know what will happen. This is why you see a lot of suicides in a lot of males in a westernized society. A lot of men, you see a lot of suicides. You see a lot of murder suicides. You see a lot of that because a motherfucker put too much pressure on himself because he wasn't happy. Let's keep it going, man.
They're like that.
Yeah, you love this person and she betrayed you. Ah.
What do you?
You got me over here crying.
He said you love this person and she betrayed me, and she betrayed you. That's what she said. He said yes. But bro, this is where peace come in. You let her take away your peace, and we cannot do that because it's detrimental.
Like,
yeah. Do you see a solution moving forward?
I mean, we're gonna have to sit down and talk eventually.
This man crying,
and
there's nothing wrong with that.
Just try to see what we move forward, how we move forward.
I said to her, I said, you can understand why he don't want to talk to you right now, or why he might not want to come back. Like, this relationship could be over. The things that she did, y'all might
should be over.
Mouth has stayed between you.
You got to be a fool to be back with a woman like that.
You know, the big problem is that you embarrass this man in front of the world. And for me, I don't know if that's something I could come back from. So if you chose never to come
back,
that.
I know I couldn't come back from that.
You know what I mean? She kind of put you in that position where, like,
it's a tough position to be in. Like you said, I love her.
Yeah.
You know,
you can tell.
That love is gone. Niggas, she don't love you.
Hurting you like that, right? And doing things to try to kind of tarnish your name and like embarrass you.
Yeah.
You got to kind of think about yourself at some point, right? And
I don't know.
You're dealing with a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot.
I just hope that you know, at the end of the day, with all of this, that you do have somebody that you're confiding in, somebody that's helping you manage this situation, because you know it does seem like there's a big burden on your shoulders. It's in front of the world. So I hope that you have that person and that they can kind of keep you in the right headspace
Yeah.
and moving forward in
Yeah,
the
my
right way.
family's been good, man.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
know,
That's good. We know you got some other stuff going on too, man. Give you the opportunity to speak on it. You got the Joe Smith Basketball Foundation.
All right. Well, he's talking about something else on that situation. I guarantee his family telling him to get away from that relationship, and they probably been telling him that. But again, when you're in disorder, when the storm, like I said before, men are supposed to be the calm. Men are supposed to be the calm. When the storm is already there, it's hard to be the calm. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it's just hard to be the calm when the storm is already there. So he in a situation where, again, he needs to go see a psychiatrist. He need to be around people that really, really love him. And I say that goes for anybody that's going through this situation that really, really love him. And if he don't have people that really, really love him, he have to find somewhere something that's going to make things peaceful. Everybody went through it. I went through it. Most people that I know went through this. I went through it. Most people I know went through it. As a man, it's extremely important because, again, society don't give a fuck about your feelings. They can play like they care, like they did on this. They don't give a fuck until he dies, or God forbid he dies or something happens to him. They might say, "Oh, I can't believe." You could tell he was dealing with something, this and that bullshit, and then back to doing what they're doing. So, men, you have to understand, nobody don't care. Nobody don't care. So, if you're gonna let these agent of chaotic women in your life, you have to understand that storm is already brewing. So, when you be in the calm for that storm, it's like, I mean, you're gonna have to be the best weatherman you could be. You feel me? That's what's gonna have to be. She did an interview with Cameron, and on his podcast, whatever. And Cameron was trying to kick it to her, and she was trying to kick it to him. This happened last night. Whatever I was listening to, I was going to show that shit. But yeah, like this woman don't want to be with no man. She want to have that. She want to know, like a lot of these women that get married, they want that ring. They want to tell people that they married, but still do 3 or 4 shit. But she don't deserve to be married. Just like a lot of these liberal women that's non-feminine and nothing but agents of chaos. They can't be told what to do. She said it. She said little stuff like she's such a kid. These are 50. Again, the woman is fit. The grown ass grandma is 51, 52. He's going on 50. We're not talking about young people. It's just mind-boggling that he even was thinking, oh, he might get back with her. But it's really not, because, again, when your life is chaotic and you're not going to make sound decisions, man or woman, you're not going to make sound decisions. The storm is brewing. As a man, you can't do nothing about it unless you get away from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can say about that. And I really hope, people look at this video, whatever. I know I'm a small YouTuber, and I thank everybody for showing up. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully subscribe to the video. Subscribe to my content. Subscribe to my YouTube and everything. Like and share it. And it's a lot of young boys that we look at, and we look at him and we be like, oh, he'd be good. And that young boy probably suffering. You don't even know that. And we know we probably went through the same shit he went through, but we're not going to say nothing to him. Because again, maybe he don't play sports, or maybe he's not a singer or whatever, or he's just a loner. No, You have to speak to these young men, no matter what background they come from, no matter who they are, no matter what they extracurricular activities are. You have to talk to these young men because and we living in a world where they teaching our young men to be as soft as fucking Charmin tissue. That's what we teaching our young men. And that's not just on a fucking football field or basketball court. That's on like a daily day. That's on like life. And these young men, go look at the suicide rate. Let's go look at the suicide rate. Young men versus young women. They talk about young women all the time, but it's more women in this society than it is men. It's more females than males in this society. And we still leading cause of suicide rate men. Why do you think that? I talked about it. Maybe you have a different opinion of it. But one thing for sure, nothing's going to change unless you help the case. Maybe you have a son. Maybe you have a nephew. Don't you want your son or maybe you have a kid that you're mentoring, what have you? Don't you want these young men to be as mentally stable as possible, especially if you have daughters in the world? Wouldn't that be logical? So what we gonna do? Are we gonna help, or are we gonna say, well, man up? And then there's another dude that's lost. No, we gotta help. Yeah, we gotta help. Yeah, we gotta help. Or they're gonna keep on going through it with these 304s, these agent of chaotic liberal women, because that's who they are. They liberal. They're fucking liberal. They don't have nothing to do with a feminine, genuine, nurturing woman. They're fucking liberal. And all of us know most liberal women. We don't know many feminine women. And I could bet on that shit. You can tell me what you want, but I could bet on that. That most men know nothing but liberal women, chaotic women. Do thy will, whatever. I'm free to do whatever I want. And they are. But let them be free on that side. And you go on this side. And you find a woman that want to be actually led. And as long as you're ready to lead a woman, you find a woman that actually wants to be led. Leave them motherfuckers alone. Maybe you want to go chill, whatever. So, 3 o'clock in the morning, if you're a woman down with it, she want to go with you. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? But those women are not supposed to be taken serious. I know a lot of us got baby mamas like that. But we learn from it. Now we understand those women are not to be taken serious. And now we need to teach our young men that's coming up, don't make those same mistakes. Or you're going to be in somebody's courtroom. I'm telling you, don't do it. Because again, there's a lot of women ain't teaching their daughters how to choose a man, because now that it's women our age and they got daughters in their 20s, they making babies with just anybody, just like their mamas did. Am I lying? Am I lying? Especially if you from New London County, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Am I lying? So that's what it is. We need to, whatever knowledge that we have, give to the youth before they be in their 40s still dating a hood booger, a 304, a loose click woman before they do that. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, I swear to God, we come back here next weekend. I know Threes Up podcast. Y'all should come watch. We're going to be on, I hope, Steve, tomorrow. I hope this be a banger. It's a football game early in the morning. Fucking the best probably game going to be this year. Miami versus Kansas City. Fucking retarded for them to have it all the way in the fucking in the overseas at 9:30, where most of us probably gonna be asleep. You know what I'm saying? But that's stupid to me. But anyway, we're gonna be having on Threes Up podcast. What else we having? Savage Savage Com Entertainment. We're gonna be on there. Please, and I hope if you're still on here, Jim, put that up there. Put that up there, Savage.com Entertainment, what have you. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be on tomorrow morning. Supposedly, hey, I'm giving a Threes Up. I'm giving you all what I could give with my little 250 something followers. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Got 3 people watching me right now, and I love it. I love it. I don't care. Whoever want to listen. I'm that humble. I'm gonna give what I can give. I'm gonna share my thoughts. I'm gonna make sure people try to watch me. It's up to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people don't like what I say because or people like me, like they don't like what we say because maybe we giving some knowledge, maybe we giving a solution. I get it. Most people don't want solutions. They want to keep on letting the cycle go around. They don't really care, But anyway, I thank you guys for watching, man. Real talk. I thank you very much. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video. And, let's put me on, man. I'm trying to get 300 before Christmas. I'm trying to get 300 subscribers before Christmas. And I'm going to keep on saying that on the videos that I'm going to make. 300 subscribers before Christmas. I want that. I'm putting in the air. You know what I'm saying? Bless me, Jesus. I'm putting in the air. 300 subscribers before Christmas. Have a good night, guys, and I'll talk to you later. I'm about to watch this game. I hope Michigan losing. Well, anyway, all right, I'll talk to you. Peace.